out and said, "Hey, have you seen this?" And I said, "No." She goes, "You'll love it." And she's right. It's just phenomenal. It's spectacular.
It's a movie or a series?
It's a movie.
Yeah.
It's a like an hour and a half, hour and 30 minutes documentary. Really well done.
And just so I have this right, it's about the celebrities that came together to sing the song. What about that is interesting? That one.
Well, 1985, after the American Music Awards, they had all these artists come in, and it shows how they made the song. It was the whole thing was only done in like 3 weeks, start to finish. But like Lionel Richie goes through how they wrote the song, and even how they planned out whose voice would be next to whose, and how they used Sheila E. thinking she would get Prince to come, and Prince never showed up. And so Sheila E. finally figured out, they don't want me to sing. They just used me to get Prince here, so I'm leaving. And she left, and it's a whole thing. It's really, really well put together. It's fascinating.
Yeah,
For a song that one rates like 100, I think it's now raised over 200 million, 160, 180, 200 million dollars for famine relief in Ethiopia.
Yeah, I was the first one to see anything about it, that it was coming, and now I'm the last one to get to see it.
You'll love it.
Because I guess I'll get to watch it eventually.
Just bringing you down.
It's so good.
That albatross named Jody.
I might need to come to your house, Riggins, and watch it and not tell her.
Yeah, I don't want to watch it.
Well,
you can watch it at my house.
That's what I'm saying. I know, even if you're not, you can be walking the dog or whatever you do.
Yeah. I was
Just
surprised.
so she doesn't say, you watched that without me?
Well, at some point, I think as a couple, when somebody's dragging their feet, what's the cutoff? Are you supposed to wait indefinitely until your spouse is like, okay, now it's time? If you want to watch something, my parents do the same thing.
Yeah, I think it all comes down to, how much you care about the other person's feelings.
Okay.
If you don't give a damn about their feelings, then watch it whenever. But if you do, you just complain about it and make them seem like they're ridiculous and wait for them. That's the best way to really show somebody you care about their feelings. Talk crap about them, but wait.
Yeah. That makes sense.
That's it.
Let's see what's trending.
It's not the news, it's more important. Now trending with Riggins on the Ace and TJ Show.
So the Grammys were last night, and there was some really fun moments that came out, a little bit of drama. I thought it was a good show overall. Taylor Swift wins Album of the Year, and it's presented to her by Celine Dion. Celine Dion obviously having her health problems, so she makes this grand return. But people are really upset because they say Taylor Swift kind of blew off Celine Dion when she handed her the trophy. And if you watch the video, it looks like she blew off Celine Dion when she handed her the trophy. It does. She brings up Lana Del Rey, who's Taylor Swift's friend. She's like, just come up here with me. And she's talking to everybody else that's on the stage, and then takes the trophy from Celine and kind of doesn't really acknowledge her in any meaningful way. And people are like,
you would have expected some acknowledgement, like, "Oh my gosh, it's so great to see you."
Yeah.
And,
there was a standing ovation for
hug of
Celine.
some sort.
Something. I don't believe that you have to walk up there because you're both pop singers, that you have to kiss the ring like they do with some other artists. Like, oh, I'm gonna get down on my knees. It's Celine Dion, but at least like a little, oh, thank you so much. Like this, what an exciting moment.
Mm-hmm. And there's a lot going on in that moment too. Yeah. And she announced a new album as well.
Yeah, so she announces the album, puts the cover up right after the award on social media, and there was a lot of Taylor stuff last night.
Well, she won, 2 Grammy Awards?
Yeah, Best Pop Vocal, and then Album of the Year, which is the big one.
She's the only person now to have won Album of the Year 4 times.
Yeah. She's impressive.
Yeah.
It's time to turn on her now.
Celine Dion, though, was sick, too, so it was a big deal for her to come there.
Hadn't been seen in public for a while.
I'm guessing. I don't know much about the Grammys, really, because I didn't watch it, but she's what?
She has stiff person syndrome.
Yeah. Yeah, so, I mean, that was a big deal for her to come out there. And I hate that Taylor just blew her off. You think it's because Taylor is prejudiced against Canadians?
Possibly. I think we should start that rumor that Taylor Swift is prejudiced.
I mean, it could
Canadians.
be. There's nothing to prove that she's not.
Allegedly.
Right.
Am I right?
She doesn't like Justin Bieber anymore, does she?
Yeah, that's another one.
Well, there you go.
I want to see how she feels about Tom Cochran.
Yeah.
And
Bryan Adams.
Bryan Adams,
Well, she
possibly the who played on Growing Pains played Michael's dad.
Robin Thicke.
Yeah, Robin Thicke and his father.
Yeah.
or Adam Thicke, his son, whoever.
She has performed with Bryan Adams a few times.
Them Thicks. Get them Thicks and find out. Yeah.
All of them. So Taylor and Celine Dion are up near the top trending topics, followed by the Grammys. So Jay-Z wins like this Dr. Dre Lifetime Achievement Award and takes the opportunity to blast the Recording Academy for not giving Beyonce Album of the Year. He said, I mean, just look at it. She's won more Grammys than anybody. She's got like 30 Grammys, 35. And she's never won Album of the Year, the creme de la creme. So we got it. It doesn't make any sense. So he took the opportunity while accepting his award to blast the entire Academy. And Beyonce is just watching from the crowd in like a cowboy hat, like nodding her head and like, you know, very thankful that he's saying what needs to be said. It was a weird moment. Miley Cyrus wins Record of the Year for Flowers, performs it with this huge hair, like this Tina Turner tribute, changes the lyrics, makes some jokes. She was good.
But she won 2 Grammys, her first 2 ever.
What was the other one?
I don't know. I'm not going to look it up. But
Record of the Year for Flowers. I forget. I didn't know there was another one.
I'll find it.
Yeah, she was good.
And Best Pop Solo Performance.
Best Pop Solo Performance. Yeah, so she was fun to watch. And then what else?
Well, the performance, Tracy Chapman showed up. Like, nobody's seen Tracy Chapman in years. She showed up and she and Luke Combs performed together, and I thought it was excellent.
It was excellent, but it becomes clear, like, why she's not a bigger star. Not a dynamic performer. I think she was overwhelmed by the people, like, clapping for her. But it was like, okay, the song is good. I don't know.
I think it's a great song.
It did not wrap me up
I thought it was
like other performances.
I thought it was really good. Really good.
Yeah, and could have done without Luke Combs, and I like him. Or as the British guy in the news this morning called him again, Luke Coombs. Get it together.
Oh, my God.
I don't know. And then we're preparing for the Super Bowl, all of us, me included. And DoorDash has announced some big giveaways, the biggest giveaway that's ever been done. Multiple cars. You're going to win everything that you can see in the Super Bowl commercials. And I don't think it's one person. I think they're going to split it up. But there's like 3 cars on the list, a Kia, a BMW.
Wait, everything you can see in their Super Bowl commercials?
No, in all the commercials.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's literally insane.
Yeah, so I think it's going to multiple people, but everything that you see, and they're updating the list every day. So every time they find a new product in a Super Bowl commercial, they're going to add it to the list, and then people are going to win everything. So it's kind of amazing. Now there's wings from Buffalo Wild Wings. You might win that. There's a pack of Oreos. But you could win a BMW or an electric Kia or something like that.
That's a brilliant idea.
Or what?
Beer? Are they going to be able to give away beer?
Probably beer.
I don't know. That's crazy.
Drumstick ice cream cones, a Kawasaki off-roading vehicle, Dove soap, Popeye's chicken wings, Pringles, a plushie from MGM. I don't know, a bunch of stuff. State Farm khaki pants.
Crazy. Speaking of the Super Bowl, have you seen FanDuel has an ad in the Super Bowl that the teaser had already been out with Rob Gronkowski and Carl Weathers, who passed away Thursday, and they've announced they're now, this week they're retooling their ad. They're having to change their ad up this week, trying to figure out a way to still make it work and make it better.
Why would they? Why wouldn't they just leave? And then it would be even more special if you said this was his last.
I thought the same thing. Like, just put something on the screen, like in tribute to Carl Weathers, his final performance or something like that.
I think it's because like the thing that they're doing for it is a live event. Like they're doing the kick with Rob Gronkowski again.
Oh yeah, okay.
So that's why they're not, because he can't be there for that.
Yeah, he can't be there for that.
Well, then the only choice is going to be Adonis Creed. He'll have to come and do it.
Yeah. That's kind of sad. They're like, okay, now we got to retool here.
Yeah. So you think they could get him on short notice? Michael B. Jordan?
Yeah, probably not.
They're like, the only reason we're changing is because it's a live event. Scheduled to appear. Oh man, that's a nutty one.
That's a tough one.
Yeah. So there was a lot of things that happened at the Grammys and this week that are happening this week, but we'll cover it all coming up in Now Trending.
Okay. And I'll introduce you to Pookie and Jet next. The couple that have taken TikTok by storm, especially with white women. There you go.
It's a radio show, it's a podcast, and it's a TV show. Watch the Ace and TJ show anytime. Just search for Ace TJ TV on YouTube. More of the Ace and TJ podcast and radio show is coming up.
Well, here we are, another new year, and you're, again, going to try to lose that weight you've been needing to lose for a long time. Well, here's what you need. You need Calitrin to help, because Calitrin is not a drug. No, not at all. It is natural and effective. It's scientifically proven to help you lose weight and get better sleep. When you buy 3 months supply of Calitrin, you will get 3 months free right now, and consistency is the key with Calitrin. So order it today at acetj.com/weight loss. It's Calitrin.
All guests of the Ace and TJ Show stay at the Hyatt-centric Charlotte South Park. Beautiful rooms, incredible dining options. Book your room by calling 980-299-7123. It's the Hyatt-centric Charlotte South Park. The Johnson Group has been cleaning some of Charlotte's most prestigious businesses since 1985. Family owned and operated. Learn more at acetj.com/clean. It's first-class cleaning with the Johnson Group. Attention Charlotte, treat yourself to a delicious meal that's made with fresh, seasonal ingredients and ready in just 20 minutes. Enjoy a fine dining experience without ever leaving your home. Head over to tableandtwine.com.
Currents is Lake Norman's #1 lifestyle magazine. Every month, Currents brings you the latest news on what's happening in the Lake Norman area. They've been serving the Lake Norman community for over 13 years. See the latest issue of Currents now at lncurrents.com.
This is the Ace and TJ podcast and radio show from the Calitrin Studios. Lose weight the safe and effective way with Calitrin. Go to acetj.com/weight loss to get details. Now, Ace and TJ. Ace and TJ.
$10,000 could be yours with less than 100 words. That's all it takes for you to win our first quarter of the rest of your life contest from our charity Peyton's Promise. You tell us how $10,000 would change your life or the lives of everybody around you. acetj.com/first, or just click the link on the top of any of all of our social media because it's very easy to find. So I was telling y'all, there's something I have found online that I stumbled into over the weekend. I was like, what is this? It's crazy the things that become huge on social media. So clearly, as I mentioned a minute ago, I'm the only person that knows about Pookie and Jet. Pookie and Jet are a couple. I don't know how old they are. Maybe they're early to mid 30s. Let's see. But giving you an idea of what they're doing, their videos are doing 9 million, 4.5 million, 800,000, 3.2 million, 7.2 million. And this is essentially all that Pookie and Jet do in their videos.
It's date night.
Saturday night, going to Hal's, our favorite steakhouse on the planet. And I gotta say, Pookie looks absolutely fire tonight. Babe, I am just seeing your outfit for the first time. What are you wearing?
I'm wearing a House of CB top. It laces up the back, so that took some work. And then girlfriend denim and Femme LA heels that are literally hanging on by a thread because I've worn them so much. And my Kelly.
Awesome. I am wearing a Zania jacket, Brooks Brothers shirt, Hermes belt, Paige jeans as always, and black cherry Lucchese's tonight.
That's one of my favorite shirts. I love it.
And that's it. And that video has 9.5 million or 7.5 million views. It's great. People are like, the comments, I love your love. You know, they do it from everywhere. They travel a lot. They go to Paris. And people are, her face when he says Pookie.
I thought that was going to be the takeaway. It's like, how weird was that?
Yeah.
What's up, Pookie?
Pookie absolutely slaying per usual.
You look like fire tonight. What are you wearing?
Yeah, Pookie's going to outshine all the other girls. Pookie is a queen. I'm obsessed with Pookie. Slay, Pookie, slay. And then now, to me, the fun part now is it spawned a bunch of offshoots, whether it's people just openly mocking them or people doing the same thing but in their house while they're dressed like bums, the couples together.
Where are they from? He sounded kind of southern.
They're from Georgia. I think they're from Georgia.
Okay.
Because they appear to be big Georgia Bulldog fans. And that's essentially all that they do. The vast majority of their videos are just, this is the outfit of the day from Paris. This is the outfit of the day in the elevator. There are 10 fave spots in Paris, and it shows them kissing and her massive diamond ring holding a cup of coffee at one of them and that kind of thing. So, I don't know. It's just weird to me the different things that catch on. Mm-hmm. But they have become huge TikTok stars for the moment. But that's the weird thing I find about TikTok. What's huge to one group of people, nobody else even knows about. Like you and Rob, especially, Riggins, are both on TikTok a lot. Y'all don't have any idea who Pookie and Jet are.
Yeah, it's very segmented.
Yeah. Which is what what happens with a lot of celebrity today, why people talk about celebrities, and a lot of times you go, they're not real celebrities. I don't know who that is. Well, it's because it's whatever you're into. Like that, who is the gamer that we talked about the other day that popped up that none of us knew? And Rob was, oh yeah, that guy, he's got like 40 million followers or something. And we had no idea who that guy was. But now you know who Pookie and Jet are.
Yeah, I pictured Pookie and Jet to be more glamorous looking, we'll say.
Jet's very stiff.
I mean, like in being attractive, I would think they would be more glamorous in being more attractive.
Okay, so you say they're.
I'm trying to be nice. To say I figure they'd be better looking.
Okay.
Spell it out for you.
Well, I mean, they're not ugly by any means. I mean, they're better. Both of them way better looking than I am. But I mean, when you're talking about all of that they got going, I mean,
and people
just think they'd be more of an attractive couple.
What's nice is there are all types of people that just comment, I just love your love.
Your love.
People love to see people in love, it seems.
It's weird, Pookie. I mean, calling somebody that like on a social media is a little odd, don't you think?
Yeah, apparently that's what he calls her all the time.
Pookie.
I think it is Pookie. Yeah. You are fire, Pookie.
Yeah. If you're a dude in a Hermes belt, you better look like Brad Pitt. You can't look like a guy that's working at Home Depot. I'm sorry.
He seems like a good dude.
Yeah, I'm sure he's very nice.
And he seems to be madly in love with this
woman.
When you have
a $3,000 belt on, you better look like a movie star.
Yeah. And I wondered why last week or so, early in the week, I got a text from my wife, Amanda, that said, would you ever call me Pookie? And I was like, why would I ever do that? No. And then it was like the next day that I realized, oh, that's why she was asking.
You don't love me like he does.
Yeah, if you're a guy wearing an Hermes belt, you better not have to unclick it after you eat a big meal.
This is the Ace and TJ Show.
So, last week, how many replies did that Elmo thing get?
100 million or something.
It's insane. People talking about how sad life is these days. You know what? Life may be sad, but you got to find that one good thing. And I love when the radio family gets it and goes all out for something like you have so far with this. We'll explain what it is next.
Live on your radio and anytime you want on the Ace and TJ Family app or wherever you get podcasts. This is the Ace and TJ Podcast and Radio Show.
Winter is here, which means you're just going to stay inside and not do anything fun and exciting, right? No, that is wrong, because this year you're going to go to acetj.com/Gaston and see all of the incredible things that you can do right now in Gaston County. Everything is laid out for you, from things to do, to restaurants, to bars, to shopping, to unique weekend activities, and we'll get you ready for the spring and the summer with a list of all their great festivals. Find all of this and much more at acetj.com/Gaston. When it comes to your money and things like a cash out refi, you hear a lot of stuff these days. Information is flying around, but here's the bottom line. You want someone you can trust. Well, here is someone that we trust. Richard Toccato and the Richard Toccato Companies. We worked with Richard for years, and you know all the ins and outs, and more importantly, you give everybody options.
That's right. We have a lot of options. You know, this one lady, we just refinanced her house, paid off all of her credit card debts. She even paid her car off. She's saving $1,000 a month. So that really changes her life and her financial well-being.
Yeah.
And she didn't have to make a house payment until 2024. So, I mean, there's not a better time to do it is when you need the extra money every month.
They call it cash out, is what we call it in the business.
Cash out.
Cash out.
That's right, cash out.
So it's one free 5-minute phone call right now, 704-800-4719, 704-800-4719, or go to homewithrichard.com. Do it today. You'll be so glad you did. The Richard Toccato Companies. Should you buy? Should you sell? How do I present my house if I do want to sell it? All of those questions can be answered by the experts, and they can take care of you with the Temple team at Keller Williams Realty. The Temple team knows everything there is to know about selling, marketing, and buying houses. So get in touch with them today at acetj.com/Temple team. The Temple team at Keller Williams Realty.
Bradham Brothers offers heating, air, and electrical installation and service that you can trust. Their family business has served thousands of customers with honesty and a smile for over 50 years. Go to bradandbrothers.com to schedule service or a free estimate today. New year, new you. Kickstart your journey to a healthier lifestyle by joining the Gaston County Family YMCA today. Family-friendly fun, expert trainers, and a welcoming community await. Make 2024 your healthiest year yet. Visit GastonYMCA.org for more info.
If you're so frustrated because you're having to run around all the time, you're so busy, you feel like you're not getting your family something great to eat, then you need Culver's. It's the perfect thing for you. Always made to order, fresh, hot ingredients all day, every day.
And not only do they have the freshest ingredients all day, every day, but they are a part of the community. They're proud to be a part of the Indian Trail community where they're under new ownership. Belmont, University area, Salisbury. Make them a part of your daily routine. Make it your new neighborhood spot. Short waits for the freshest food in town. Get details at acetj.com/Culvers.
Don't just listen to the Ace and TJ Show. Watch it. Now available 24 hours a day on YouTube. Just search for Ace TJ TV. This is the Ace and TJ podcast and radio show.
I love it when everybody gets on board and understands how something's working and feels playful about it. That's what makes this show so fun. We threw this up last night, and it all started last week. Now, Riggins, make sure I explain the Elmo thing because you brought it to us and now trending. Elmo just popped up out of nowhere saying, how's everybody doing or something like that. And it just became this barrage, over 100 million responses. Most of them, tough time, really struggling right now, that kind of thing. And it really became rather surprising and kind of shocking that something just clearly intended to be just kind of fun and thrown out there, because it came from Elmo, got such a massive response.
He was on the Today Show a couple days later, and it was all over the news.
Highlighting that people's lives aren't playing out like they thought they would, or aren't even playing out in a good way for a lot of people as they see it. But we were talking about this the other day and mentioned you got to find one positive. Okay, at least I'm crying in blood. You might be crying, but you're crying in a nice apartment. Maybe you're crying on a brand new couch. Maybe you're crying watching a brand new TV. Whatever it might be. At least I'm crying with a great view. At least I'm crying in a warm bath reading a Harry Potter book. Like what have you got? At least I'm crying with a Grubhub gift card trying to decide what to have for dinner. It's up to you. And the responses have been great so far. So at the Ace TJ Show, to give us your response for this. At least I'm crying in a lake house.
All right. All right.
There was one that I saw a minute ago that I thought was, at least I'm crying with 3 acres of some chickens running around. At least I'm crying in a warm recliner waiting for the Grammys to start.
Yeah.
One lady threw that up. So you get it. We got a great response to this. So what is it? If you had to look around and go, man, everything sucks, but except for this one thing, what is it? You're crying, but what's the good thing you're crying in or with? It's more fun if you take kids out of it, because that's at least I'm crying with kids that love me. Well, okay, that's kind of the given. With a husband that loves me, okay, that's kind of the given. With a wife that cares for me, that's kind of the given.
Good for you.
Yeah. What would your answer be? Now, one person this doesn't affect is our Tech D Rob, who I thought about this last night. Sadness never seems to enter Rob's world that much on a day-to-day basis. You kind of got it's got to be a huge event that would make everybody sad. But you really don't have days where you're like, this sucks, and you're sad, Rob. Now that you've healed up, have you? He must be busy doing something.
Yeah.
Crying.
He's crying in his earmuffs.
Yeah.
So at the Ace TJ Show, at least I'm crying with, at least I'm crying in. We've already got some great answers. We'll get them all next. Hang on.
It's radio. It's a podcast. It's the Ace and TJ podcast and radio show. More next.
It's a new year, which means new you. No, not if you've got nagging pain. That means we want old you before you had that pain. And it's possible without surgery, without medication, without downtime, thanks to Neogenics, Charlotte's most trusted stem cell clinic. I am a Neogenics client. I am a Neogenics lover because they fixed my left wrist. And you can get a free consultation right now. Call 704-727-6551 or online at acetj.com/neogenics, Neogenics. Great food, great drinks, great service, and great atmosphere. You can find them all at one place. Fahrenheit on South Caldwell in Uptown Charlotte, 21 stories above the city. Get details and make reservations at acetj.com/Fahrenheit.
As a proven leader in managed IT services, CompuCom delivers innovative solutions designed for how you work today. They'll help you deliver results no matter where you are on your digital transformation journey. It's all at CompuCom. Go to CompuCom.com to find out more.
Create an unforgettable experience with the Cabarrus Arena. Learn more at cabarrusarena.com. Weddings, banquets, shows, expos, they do it all at the Cabarrus Arena. Learn more at cabarrusarena.com.
When you need furniture for your house, it can be overwhelming if you don't know what you're doing. That's why the great team of designers they have at Sweet Dreams Mattress and Furniture can help you throughout the process. Whether you're looking for a comfortable mattress, probably the most comfortable you've ever been on, bedroom furniture, living room furniture, it is all fantastic at Sweet Dreams Mattress and Furniture, and that family-owned and operated business can help you like no other. Go to acetj.com/mattress to check them out. acetj.com/mattress for Sweet Dreams Mattress and Furniture. Sounds like a sweet deal to me.
On your phone, on your radio, in your car, on your iPad, on your computer, and on the Ace and TJ Family app. Anytime, anywhere, for your entertainment. This is the Ace and TJ podcast and radio show.
I'm crying, but at least I'm crying with blank. Like, find what's the one good thing? But, there's a lot going on in life. A lot of people not doing well. Like Faith said, at least I'm crying on vacation with my family.
Yup.
It's a good one. Darla, I love this one. At least I'm crying with a daughter who is over 600 days sober from fentanyl addiction. She lives. Dang. That's fantastic.
Can I give you one?
Yeah.
At least I'm crying with a bacon wrapped filet mignon from Omaha Steaks thawing in the fridge right now. This is my fourth one since Christmas.
Is this on the plan for tonight?
That's happening today. 4 filet mignons in a month. I mean, Give me a break.
Isn't it great, though, when you have stuff and you've already mapped out, like you wake up going, oh, tonight we're having that for your whole day. It's like, I got to get home and get that ready. And that's spectacular. Haley said, at least I'm crying in the house I own. That's a good one. Aaron, at least I'm crying at a metal concert. I saw my favorite band in Myrtle Beach last week. Cool. Mark, at least I'm crying with a cup of coffee in my hand and my dog laying beside me.
That's it.
Don't burn that dog.
Yeah. Oh. Rachel said, at least I'm crying with the world's comfiest sweater. It's fleece lined inside. So it's basically giving me a big hug.
I'm sweating just hearing that.
That doesn't sound very hot, right? Will, at least I'm crying with a beer and a bucket of KFC. That's a good night right there. Kelly said, at least I'm crying in front of an 85-inch TV watching HGTV.
85-inch TV?
Yeah.
That's a big one.
Jay said, at least I'm crying 45 pounds lighter.
Good for you.
He's lost 45 pounds. That's awesome. See, that's fun when everybody gets it.
Yeah.
Well, unless he only weighed like 110 to begin with.
I'm going to assume he was overweight. And it's okay to congratulate him.
You never know these days. Am I right?
Right.
I'm crying. I may be crying, but I'm crying on a pen that writes well.
Yeah.
You got a bad pen you're trying to do business with. It's no good.
But when you get a good one, you hang on to it fiercely.
Yes. Yeah. I got a rope tied to this one.
Yeah. And not all pens are good for everything. Yeah. Some are only good for certain things. Like some are good for taking notes, if you still take notes with a pen.
Yeah.
Some are good for signatures, whatever.
You know what a pencil's good for? Nothing.
A lot of things. I like to use my pencil every day. Rob, would you have one?
I don't, no.
Because you're not crying.
That's not sad.
I cry once a day, but
Oh, I thought you meant a pencil.
Rob, you cry once a day?
yeah,
Every day?
pretty much.
Oh, this is taking a turn then.
Yeah. Is there, may we ask the reason?
I think about my dad all the time.
Oh, sure. Okay. That makes sense. I'm with that. I got you.
Yeah, and if he watches Up,
That is true also.
Up, or what is it, that Spider-Man where the 3 Spider-Men come together in the one universe?
I guess you could just say cartoon movies.
You're crying watching a cartoon movie. Again, but it's not, again, the Spider-Man thing is not every Spider-Man. It's just the multiverse where all 3 come together.
Yeah, it was all my Spider-Mans together.
Yeah.
Almost Spider-Mans.
There was that, and didn't the Avengers make you cry?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Tony Stark dies at the end. It's an old movie, guys. I didn't have to give a spoiler alert.
That's good, though.
What's good?
I'm crying. Is that what's good?
No, it's not good. I really didn't have anything to say there. I just went short and sweet. I didn't know what to
That's
do.
pretty good.
I was kind of like, I don't know what to say to Rob. I was crying. I'm sorry. I didn't know where to go with that. Yeah.
This is the Ace and TJ Show.
so okay.
All right.
I didn't really know what to say.
Good job,
That's good.
champ. Way to go.
Good for you. Everything you need to know coming up in Now Trending.
Live in the morning and anytime you want it on the Ace and TJ family app. This is the Ace and TJ podcast and radio show. More next.